Today, I'm trying one of the most dangerous wildlife jobs on the entire planet. I've come to 5K Ranch in Texas to dart, capture, relocate, and take genetic samples of rare animals to understand how saving these species is so incredibly important. I'll be working with the team here who put their lives on the line every day to capture 6 different species, with each one presenting different challenges to catch and treat correctly. First up, I'm joining Dr. Sam Wilkinson, who has over 2 decades of experience treating thousands of large exotic animals. And today, we have to tranquilize an animal who's been having some hoof problems. But finding the right animal to dart in tall grasses would be impossible on the ground. But luckily, Sam has a solution.
What I'm hoping is that we can use this drone to get up and get a better view of what's going on.
Zoom in, see who's got a weird looking foot or gait or something, and then target that animal.
Right.
Even with the drone stalking the herd from above, finding the right animal to dart still isn't easy. Right when you spot the blessbok who needs treatment, the animals are constantly walking around each other and switching places, almost like the cup game you see at a sporting event. And Sam's the expert for a reason. He was able to hone in on the correct animal in just a couple minutes.
All right, so I got him now.
Once Sam finds the animal, he uses other distinguishing traits like size, shape of horns, and its walking gait to correctly track the animal we need to dart.
Okay, they stopped.
And thankfully, I'm driving around a sharpshooter because this is no easy shot. Whoa! Dynamite, dude. That was impressive. Let's go. That was sick. After the shot, we make sure to maintain a visual on the animal to make sure the sedative is kicking in on time. But just as everything seems to be going right, we need to be on our toes because things can go wrong quickly.
Her head's in a bad spot. We gotta fix that.
Yep, let's go. Quick, quick, quick. Oh yeah, she went down in a very awkward way.
So what I can see here is the walls of her hoof are overlong, and that's problematic because what happens is they end up sitting back on their heels. It will start causing bruising on the heels.
So how cool is this, just to do this management on this blessbok and make sure this is all trimmed up and nice and even here. We don't want to go too much because it will bleed. It's such an exciting thing to be able to help an animal and trim its hooves like this. And it's so cool because usually with the type of conservation work that I get to do, we're tracking stuff, we're catching stuff, but this is actual husbandry, it's vet stuff. It's the stuff that I actually went to school to do initially, wasn't smart enough to finish. So now getting to do it, it's actually really rewarding and cool to get to see this in action and be a part of this management and watch how your teams here and you guys all work together on this. Well, she's all set, she looks amazing. Let's wake her up and get on to the next one.
And after I gave her the reversal, she woke right up.
You're good, you're good.
Oh, don't corner her. There we go. There she goes. Almost got Kyle. Well, that was pretty intense. Kyle nearly got it there. Cameraman never dies, luckily. And if you think that was intense, just wait till you see what's coming next.
That was just the first of 6 animals that I need to catch. And the next animal is especially difficult. Tranquilizers aren't an option, so we've called in the big guns. Once the chopper arrives, they waste no time, so I'm driving to meet them at the first animal they target. This is where things get hectic.
Got it. Okay, so here we go. Chopper has just tagged something with the net gun. We're cruising in right now to bag them up, get them ready to move. This is action. Conservation in action, baby. This is how you do it. Let's go.
The first animals we need to relocate are a mother and baby bison. And while the ground team and I are wrangling the baby,
Come here, fella.
the crew inside the helicopter is already tracking down the mother.
There we go, Phil.
And with the baby immobilized, we need to hurry fast to capture the cow.
Tommy, let's go.
But the way the first net landed didn't fully trip up the bison, so a second shot never hurts. The less mobile the animal is, the safer for me and everyone else on the ground.
There she goes. Mama down, mama down. Look at that. There we go. Big North American bison. How cool is this? Our largest herbivore in North America, our biggest bovid that was headed towards extinction. If it wasn't for active conservation efforts, wasn't for guys like this working on these animals, they may not be around any longer. So she is big, she is incredibly strong, but it's amazing how efficient these guys are. Literally like a NASCAR pit team. But how cool is it to be able to manage these animals? No sedative in this creature at all. Just catch her. Look over here is the baby. The baby's right here. Obviously, he wants to get up. He's not gonna, but that's it. Mom and baby are together. They're gonna get moved together, get moved into a new area, be able to continue their work, their breeding, their efforts. It's so sick. It's sick, dude. Let's go, man, let's go.
The absurdity of this job doesn't stop here. Just look at how these guys are moved. This is actually the quickest, safest way to move these animals, but it still comes with great risk.
Well, that's just something you don't see every day.
Because of their size, bison are known to react very oddly to tranquilizers, so it's better to not have to guess and just net them instead. After these 2 bison are successfully moved to the trailer, the heli starts tracking down 2 more. But these 2 are fully grown, and the bull will not be happy when he is caught. We need to be very cautious when taking him down.
Oh, too easy. Let's go. Let's go. Too easy.
This is the female, and she went down pretty easy. But the bull is coming right up.
Big boy, look at that. All right, so we got the cow here. Look at this. There goes the bull right there. So they're trying to, boom, look at that. Let's go.
Right as we got to the bull, he slipped out of the net. This is the worst case scenario. I'm gonna leave this one to Enrique, the guy with the helmet.
Oh, heads up.
Wrangling these bison is no joke. Weighing up to 2,000 pounds, they have the kicking power to break bones and send potential predators flying through the air. Getting struck by one of these guys can be fatal. And all I can say about the ground team here is they've got a real set on them, because this is crazy.
Okay, not into the thorns.
With the bull finally on the ground, the team gets him ready for flight. Once he's relocated, I'm back on the ground with Sam to target a species I'm particularly excited for. Not only are we tracking an extremely rare and near extinct animal in the wild, but this time, the dart gun is in my hands.
All right, Forrest, you are up. You're going to get to dart one of the rarest animals.
Okay, which is?
A Dama gazelle.
No, really?
Oh, yeah?
Oh my God, that's really
so
exciting.
Dama gazelle are a smaller antelope species. Generally not too crazy.
Okay.
But as with many of the antelope species, they can act silly. Texas has been instrumental in helping reestablish the population for the world.
Really?
Yeah.
So the genetic breeding of Dama gazelle here in Texas has helped maintain that insurance colony?
Big time.
Oh, that's fantastic. And today we get to contribute to that. Well, I'm not gonna lie, that makes me really excited. I'm really happy to be here. And the fact that I get to do the darting makes me even more excited. All right, now we just gotta spot them.
And luckily, this one was much easier to find.
And there they are.
Take your pick.
Okay, close animal, Tommy, you ready? Boom, there we go. Stuck nicely, got him. Woohoo! Let's go. Oh, that's fun.
Good shot, bud.
Yeah, thanks, man. Let's go. So right now, the Damas have just been hanging out right there, not far from where we darted them. And although I shot the bigger male with the gray tubes on his horns, the other one is hanging out. So what Sam has said is, let's get them both. Like, we're here to do the genetic works. There's literally 200 of these animals in the wild. You're literally looking at what would be 1% of the total wild population standing in front of us right now. So to say every single individual is important is an understatement. So we're gonna try and get both of them while they're hanging out together. It generally keeps them healthier when they're together and they don't feel frantic. So we've got another dart mixed here.
And after a quick reload, the second shot was even easier than the first.
Right in the muscle. Got him, baby, let's go. 2 for 2. So that one's starting to get sleepy. Sam, tell me about the drugs we're using to make them sleepy.
Yeah, so we combine 3 different drugs, tranquilizer, sedative, and opiate.
Okay.
And give them at levels that are significant enough to cause chemical immobilization.
Sure, which we're starting to see right now as that one's head drops. In fact, the other one's starting to get the 1,000-yard stare now too.
And after a couple minutes of waiting, both animals lay down peacefully right next to each other.
All right, here we go. Animal just went down. All right, look at this beautiful, beautiful animal, the Dama gazelle. Less than 200 individuals of these left in the wild. Well, there we go. We've done part of our job already. How cool is that to be here in Texas, a state that somewhat single-handedly has contributed to the ongoing success of this animal. While their population in the wild has gone down and down to the point of there only being 200 mature adults left in the wild, here in captive populations like this, these stunning, beautiful white creatures are continuing to thrive and survive. And it's because of conservation, captive conservation efforts that these animals have this insurance colony. So their genetics are so incredibly valuable, and getting to dart one of these animals is such a unique and amazing experience. Now we're gonna start doing the workup on them.
But it's too messy to do the workup out in the field. So we're taking them back to Adrian so we can quickly work them up and wake them up as fast as possible.
All right, so Adrian here is a genetic specialist of these animals. So tell me what we're doing today, Adrian.
These 2 rams come from 2 different genetic lines within the industry here in Texas. And we're gonna pull blood on both of these animals That blood's going to UC Davis. We're going to start basically a baseline for Dama gazelle here in the United States so that we can prevent inbreeding further down the line.
Adrian, why are we capping the horns of these guys?
All right, so these guys will groom off their horns by fighting and just doing what males do, you know?
Sure.
So we want to prevent that so that we can really see genetically how good they are. And, you know, the longer the growth, the better the boy.
I see. So that way, if you had, say, one that would grow slightly less, but then this one would chip off more of his horns, you might mistake him for the superior genetics. But the reality is this is the better one. He's just more rambunctious and can sort of hurt his horns more. Yeah. Now, unlike a deer, antelope's horns are actually hardwired into their skull, right? Whereas a deer will shed their antlers every year, and antelope's horns are part of their skull. So you have to cool it off because otherwise you're burning a membrane that runs through there all the way connected to their bone, right?
Correct.
All right, so here we go. We've got these two beautiful Dama gazelles fully worked up. We've drawn blood, taken hair samples, we've capped the horns. Time to let them go, right? All right, here we go.
After finding a good spot to release them, we remove the blinds, Sam gives the reversal, and they were up like nothing ever happened. Well, kinda.
Here goes this one. Here we go.
As you can see, they wake up quite abruptly.
Yeah, and just like that, he's back to normal-ish. Yeah, normal-ish.
I wouldn't let him drive.
No.
As the gazelles regain their senses, the heli team lets me know they've spotted our next animal to dart. So now, it's my turn in the chopper, darting a species I've actually never seen before. Shooting a low-powered tranquilizer gun out of a moving helicopter is just about as hard as it sounds. Not only am I trying to make micro adjustments to account for the banks the helicopter takes to keep up with the animal, but the animal itself is also extremely shifty. I have to wait for the very small window for all of these factors to line up perfectly, and only then will I be able to hit this shot. After some time chasing, I finally saw my opportunity and had to take the shot.
So there we go. We got the dart in the zebra now. We're just waiting for the drug to kick in, then we're going to go and land, but we are doing it. We are catching all these animals, moving them around, shifting. It's all in the name of conservation, and it's just awesome. Yeah, so there we go. Zebra is down right there. Got him. All right, so here we go. Zebras are the meanest of probably all the animals that we'll catch today. All right, so Adrian, a lot of the species we've been working on are very endangered or species that need a lot of work. This is a zebra. It's not. Why is this important?
Oh, this specific zebra, you know, that's a Grevy's zebra, so they're from Ethiopia and Northern Kenya.
Aha!
There's
so they are very rare.
They're pretty rare. There's in the 70s, they said there was 15,000 of them left. And right now the estimate for a wild population about 2,500 left in the wild.
That's it, huh?
Yeah, that's what they're saying. You're in Texas, officially on the book, they'll say there's probably just over 100 or so. In my personal opinion, I think there's a few hundred of them in Texas.
A few hundred.
They're doing really good with them. They've adapted very well to this habitat.
So what sets a Grevy's apart from other zebra?
So they're the biggest of all the zebra species. They have a very unique body pattern to them.
Yeah, very symmetrical, right?
Oh yeah. They also have the really funny little round ears, so they kind of look like mice ears if you look at them.
Oh, I didn't know that actually.
It's pretty cool.
So what are we doing with this guy today?
All right, he's going to a different ranch where there's some mares for him to work with.
So he's gonna go sire a bunch of babies.
Oh yeah.
So he's gonna wake up here and go from a frat house to being the only guy living in a sorority. Boy, that's not bad, huh?
Not bad.
Right? I mean, that's a pretty good way to wake up and be like, I had a weird day, but look where I am now.
The zebra takes the same flight back to the trailers as the bison. And before I get to capture the most dangerous animal of the day, Sam needs my help relocating a whole herd of animals that went extinct in the wild.
All right, guys, so first we're gonna need you to dart these Arabians for us. We're gonna start off by knocking down the big bull.
Okay.
And then we'll go over to the two cows and the calves. Watch out for the mom.
Yeah.
She's going to be dangerous. The main reason why we have to move them out of this pasture is it's a little too small for them now. They've outgrown it and we want to move them to a larger pasture today. And then if you don't mind, can you grab us some hair samples?
Of course, yeah. This is so cool. Arabian oryx, extinct in the wild species until very recently, thanks to places like this.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome stuff in Texas. They really turn things around, right?
Let's go get them. Here we go.
Thanks.
Let's get them.
Appreciate it.
Okay, here we go. We're heading off to dart some Arabian oryx. I mean, look at this beautiful place they have to live. Look, there's the bull right there. That's our first target animal. There we go. All right, so we got one down and the rest of the herd to go.
Because there are 5 animals total, the team is splitting up, and I'm in charge of darting the last 2 adults.
Look at that. How beautiful is this? Arabian oryx, one of the sharpest horns in the antelope family. Listen to how he's grunting away. How cool is it to think that if it wasn't for facilities like this animal would literally be gone from planet Earth, would no longer exist. Humans would have wiped it out. And because of captive breeding in places a bazillion miles from where they're native to, from the Saudi Peninsula, these creatures have a chance, and they're still surviving, and not just surviving, but thriving. So here comes the team right now. And as I mentioned, one of the sharpest horns in the antelope world, which is why we've got some serious protectors going on right here. Beautiful animal. One of the only creatures that can run in the full heat of the Arabian desert because they have an ability to cool their own brains down. That's amazing.
Hey, Forrest, can you go ahead and give this antibiotic injection, please?
Sure.
We're gonna do it under the skin, please.
Okay.
And get some loose skin
Wow,
right here.
their hair is so coarse compared to other antelope.
Some
That's
loose skin right
interesting.
here.
Yep. So just like that and in, right?
That's right, under the skin. So the reason I'm doing this has this little issue right here.
Yeah.
And I can tell that it's puffy. That's granulation tissue. And this is, there's nothing that is on label for Arabian oryx, as you can imagine.
Yeah, of course.
So this is actually what you would use to treat this issue in cattle.
Oh, wow. Interesting. So that should just clear it up, prevent any infections and all that.
That's the hope. There's obviously a small issue there, and this is, I'm hoping that this will resolve it.
And after giving the antibiotic, we move him to the sled to send him back to the trailer.
So it's cool because we're on this plastic sled and you can feel every single rock and bump and pebble under your knees and everything. But if you think we can feel it, imagine what this poor guy is going through. So, you know, fortunately he's knocked out. He doesn't know anything's going on. We're the ones who are actually suffering, but it's pretty cool suffering, I'll tell you that. We're literally, look at this, we're Arabian oryx surfing right now. Who gets to do this? Just another day at the 5K ranch, baby.
With one down, we move him into the trailer, and Sam gives the reversal drug. After waking up, he'll only spend about an hour in here before they get moved into their new home. So I have no time to waste when darting the next animal.
All right, there we go. We're in again.
This oryx gets the same treatment as the last and moves to the trailer before we target the final animal.
Good hit.
Got him.
Awesome.
A little low, but we got him.
It's okay, rump shot. Good
Rump
shot,
shot.
man. Great work.
All right, so there we go. The last animal is down, and one of the things we were asked to get is some hair. So there we have it right there, follicles and all, and that'll help with Adrian's genetic banking, huh, Adrian?
Yes, sir.
All right, there we go.
And with the final animal loaded onto the trailer, we take them to their new home to release them. One by one, they run out of the trailer. And with the oryx family exploring their new home, it's time to head back up in the chopper for the most dangerous animal of the day. Sable antelope are notoriously aggressive and will fiercely defend themselves with their long, sharp horns, gutting you like a fish if you aren't careful. I have to make sure my shot hits the perfect spot, fully sedating the animal and making sure it doesn't wake up mid-procedure.
Woo, so there we go. Dart is in the sable, got him. He's galloping through the field right now. We're just waiting for the drug to kick in. They're going to land and go down and grab him. Now, sable are one of the more aggressive antelope species, so we have to watch out when we go down. If he's not fully drugged, they can come up and really stick you with those horns. But got him on the first shot. He's running through the bush now. We're just monitoring him from up here. It's so cool. It's such an exciting thing to do, to be a part of this. Be in the helicopter, literally hanging out the door, lining up with the rifle, taking the shot. It's an amazing thing to do. And the thing is, this is accessible. You don't have to go to Africa. You don't have to go to India, travel to far lengths of the planet just to experience this. Wildlife conservation like this is happening right here under our noses in the United States, in Texas, on a daily basis. These guys right here, these champions from Flying J, they're absolutely killing it. They move this freaking bird like it's a video game, I'll tell you what. And we get right up on top of those animals and guard them. It's so damn cool.
After dropping me off at camp with Adrian to receive the sable, the ground team moves in when it's safe and airlifts the animal from the middle of the bush.
All right, look at that. Here he comes. Our big, beautiful sable boy. How wild of a thing to see is this? Out of the freaking bushes comes this big, gigantic, deadly antelope. And there we go. Just like that, we have a sable. All right, so Adrian, tell me about the sable. You said that genetically they're probably the most valuable. Help me understand that.
So right now in Texas, you know, the sable's right up there, the conservation efforts as far as the West Zambian sable is concerned.
Okay, and this is a West Zambian
this
sable?
This is not, but this bull will potentially contribute to a breeding group of cows.
Yeah.
So the point is to try and breed as much of the Zambian percentage as you can into it. And a lot of guys are getting into that right now. So it's a slow process.
But to make sure he's the right fit to be a breeding male, we must take some measurements.
So Adrian, you know, we're here because of you. You were kind enough to invite us to have this unbelievable experience, but help me understand the genetic work that you're doing here in the United States.
My biggest goal is to create the biggest biodiversity I can.
Yeah.
I don't really like for people that are hoarders. I want people to get the genetic out there and get the inbreeding coefficient as low as possible.
Sure.
I serve on the Exotic Wildlife Association registry board, and one of our biggest goals that we do there is to try and get as many of these animals on a registry so that we can obviously try and get you know, a good biodiversity developed.
Yeah.
This biodiversity in itself will eventually contribute to potential wild populations.
Well, I mean, I think if we're being realists, and people won't like me even saying this, but a lot of countries outside of the United States, conservation is not a priority, as is basic survival and human needs. Water, power, electricity, firewood, you name it. And so having a colony, an insurance colony here in the United States where we have resources and land and space is very important.
Yeah.
And people like to think, don't keep animals in captivity, they should be at their homes. If we just left all these creatures at their homes, some of them don't have homes anymore.
No, they don't. This bull, unfortunately, I'm going to tilt his head up a little bit over here. If you look at the base of the horns here,
Yeah.
we refer to this as trunking.
Trunking, okay.
It usually happens when they turn 7 years old, so this bull's already older than 7 years.
Yeah.
And we measured him, and he's just not the length that we need him to be. So he will not be a good animal to go to an actual breeding program. So we're going to release him back into the pasture where he came from.
How great is that though, honestly? So you catch him, we go through all this work, all this expense, all this headache to find this guy, catch him, do the measurements, and the truth and the reality is he's not superior enough to go into the breeding pool, so he just gets to go back out and live out his days here and have a great life here. I mean, that's the beauty of it. It's not like a black or white thing, right? If he was big enough, yeah, he'd move on and go into the breeding program, but instead he just gets to live out his days here, find another one who is big enough. Yeah, it's great.
And once we move him back and Sam gives the reversal, we have to get far, far away as he wakes up so no one gets gored by his horns.
So Dr. Sam is giving him the reversal now. We're gonna wait till he gets head controlled, and we're all gonna jump in these buggies and go to the other side of the fence because these guys are dangerous as soon as he gets his head control back. So if he got up all the way and you were there, he'd mow you down.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
There you go.
Yeah, so the hearing comes back first.
Yep,
So we got head control,
yep,
good posture.
yep. Oh, here we go. Stretching out. Oh, what a sleep. What a weird dream. Oh, you guys, huh? It's like, you guys. He's like, you guys I might want to kill. Nope, I'm just gonna go back. He was supposed to go to a sorority house, and just like that, off goes the sable back into his area. Great work, you guys. So there we go, absolutely incredible experience here in Texas, learning so much about some of these captive populations of insurance colonies, of diverse genetics and amazing exotic animals that need to be here to help conservation efforts. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you check out the amazing teams of people that we worked with here. They're next level, they're doing some incredible cutting edge stuff. So go and check them out. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you on the next adventure.